Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. When you're young and wealthy and entitled, and divorced from the reality in which most people live, it's quite easy to assume that your opinion and your views are the only ones that matter. You will think that whatever you think of the world must be the right way because you're virtuous and wonderful. So it'll come as a bit of a knock when you discover how wrong you are. Daniel Radcliffe, who owes everything he has to JK Rowling, says that she has destroyed the franchise and that her views have upset and hurt fans. JK Rowling, on the other hand, says that most people do actually agree with her and points to the 35% increase in sales this year alone her books have garnered. Because most people agree with JK Rowling. Women should not be put into dangerous positions and children must be safeguarded. Daniel Radcliffe doesn't think this. His views are obviously that the safety of women and children are unimportant so long as the very, very tiny minority of trans men are allowed to go into changing rooms and undress in front of children. Goes to show you what kind of person Radcliffe is. But let's look at this article and see what this moron is talking about. So Daniel Radcliffe, ex-alcoholic, says JK Rowling hurt Harry Potter fans with her trans views, and he decided to speak out against her because he wanted them to know that not everyone in the franchise felt that way. Yeah, times are hard, are they, Daniel? Not getting as many jobs as you thought. Need to raise your profile. Well, actually, JK Rowling did not hurt Harry Potter fans with her statement. She may have hurt one or two, a very, very tiny section of them. But by far and away, the majority of them totally agree with her. And that is why her book sales are increasing. And your, career is pretty much stalled now, isn't it? Child actor, hits alcoholic bad time, comes back, does a couple of films, and nothing's ever heard of again. Same old story. Expelliarmus, Harry. Daniel Radcliffe claims fans of Harry Potter were hurt by JK Rowling's views and yet offers no evidence of this. The actor fired a thinly veiled criticism of the author whose work propelled his career and made him as rich as he is off the back of her talent. Not his, because let's face it, he is a pretty shit actor. Ms. Rowling also praised the heroine, MSP Ash Regan, for resigning from the SNP. We have a second story on that one. I'm not going to raise it as a second video. I'm going to flick across to it. Former Community Safety Minister quit over the controversial gender self-ID laws. So, you see, not everybody agrees with Daniel Radcliffe because, other people have other views. Other people are concerned with the safety of women. They're concerned with the safety of children. Radcliffe, in his little ivory tower created by the wealth that was garnered entirely from JK Rowling's talent, says that it's okay for women to be threatened. It's okay for men to go into women's refuges. It's okay for men to get undressed in front of young girls because Radcliffe is a moron. His comments were barbed reference to Miss Rowling's tweets from June 2020 in which she ridiculed an article's description of women as people who menstruate. I find that people who menstruate are women exclusively, but the article was trying to say that men can menstruate as well. And that is quite clearly A, wrong, B, ridiculous, and C, stupid. Responding to the online article's headline, the Harry Potter creator then tweeted, "I'm sure there used to be a word for those people. Someone help me out. Wumpant, woomad." Referencing Miss Rowling's comments, Radcliffe, who at the time stated transgender women are women, although we all know they're not, said that he wanted to let members of the LGBT plus and P community know that not everybody in the franchise felt that way. An awful lot of them do, though, love, He added, "The reason I felt very, very much as though I needed to say something when I did was because, particularly since finishing Potter, I've met so many queer and trans kids and young people who've had a huge amount of identification with Potter on that." Yeah, you're a pretty sort of weird person, so I'm sure you'd get on there. And so seeing them hurt on that day, I was like, I wanted them to know that not everybody in the franchise felt that way, and that was really important. Keep your views to yourself, son. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what a has-been actor thinks. With your little self-entitled thoughts and your hurty fifis. Radcliffe's comments mark the latest in a long-running war of words between the mind behind the 2 billion, I was going to say, the 21 billion Harry Potter franchise and the actors who starred in the series, the ungrateful wretches who need to get down and kiss her ass every day of their miserable lives. And yeah, so he's sitting there going, oh, look at this, it's wrong, and she's damaged it. She has not damaged it at all. It's as strong now as it ever was. You know, like I said, I did a video recently that the sales of her books have gone up 35%. So, not exactly failing, is it? So we're going to switch straight away. Did you see that seamless join there? The main reason being I had to stop and let my dog out. Pain in the backside. I love my dog. JK Rowling hails SNP's Ash Regan as a principled politician who will be seen as a heroine to future generations after she resigned in protest over Nicola Sturgeon's profoundly misogynistic gender reforms. Now, I did a video the other day about Ash Regan resigning, and well done to her, someone with a moral strength to say that she would not stand for this. She would not stand for the damaging bill going through, the bill that would absolutely lead to so much harm for women and children, particularly girls, that there would be... It's astounding. It's astounding that poisonous little dwarf is pushing it. She would not take any advice on it, but you know she knows best, because Nicola Sturgeon doesn't head a Democratic Party. It is a one-person state in Scotland. So I'm not going to go in. I've done the video, and you know it's there, but it's just nice to see that Rowling herself is backing it as well. And little Nippy is getting really upset that so many people are backing Ash Regan to such an extent that there are people calling for her to go. Look at it, face it. That's never passed a Greg's, has it? So they're asking for her to go, and they're already looking at Ash Regan possibly running for the leadership. So, of course, she is absolutely hating it. Good. Anything that annoys Nicola Sturgeon, I find wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to round off there. It wasn't going to be as big as this, but it's just nice to see that Radcliffe is so out of touch with the general population, and that Nicola may get her comeuppance. This bill is toxic, but she's going to push it for all she can, because she has friends in high places that want access to children, and it's another little salami slice cut to normalising the P. Anyway, I'll round off and come up. So I think we can say that this entitled oaf, I mean, he was born to a wealthy enough family. He had a very privileged upbringing, public school and all that, and then made all his money on the back of someone else's talent. I mean, his only sort of claim to be any good as what he's doing is that it happened to just look like the description of the character in a book. There could have been other actors played him. Certainly there'd have been better talented actors playing him. So he needs to count his lucky stars and not sort of be a wretched ingrate that he is. But he's totally wrong on the trans front, because no, the Harry Potter fan base don't disagree with JK Rowling. They disagree with Daniel Radcliffe, and that's his trouble. He, like I say in the earlier part there, he's struggling. He's not struggling for money, good forbid, but he is struggling for work. He's not a very good actor. He's made a few things since Potter, none of them particularly good. He's hardly set the acting world alight with his deep range of talent, you know. So he keeps doing these little virtue signals, just get his name in the paper and remind people that he's still available for work. You know, the odd film here, a play, television series, bar mitzvah, children's party, you name it. And so, you know, good luck to him. But don't talk for me, because your view is unimportant. Your view carries as much weight as my view, and that is, it's worthless. Views and opinions are free. Everyone's got one. And they're all useless. But don't speak for other people, especially when you're not one of the people. So that's that one out of the way. Also, good luck to Ash. I hope everything works out, and I hope you can defeat Nippy. Please stand against her, because I guarantee there's a lot of people in the SNP that would actually be glad to see the back of Sturgeon. So I can see the SNP doing very well with someone with morals and a spine at the head of it. Anyway, I shall round off there. Thank you very much for listening. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, Expelliarmus Potter, and goodbye.